I'm Damian Jones. I work as the Trials Manager for the Irrigated Cropping Council here at the ICC trial site at Kerang. Behind me is the Murray Dairy Fodder for the Future trial site. We're specifically looking at the cereals here. We do have another trial site a little bit to the right, looking at the forage legumes. So we're working on what we learnt from the first year of the project. So we've introduced barley as a cereal into the mix. We've cut back on the sowing rates, but we've also looked at adding a couple of sort of slow maturity versus sort of more typical cereal varieties to the mix and just see how they perform with a sort of late April sowing. Some important aspects of this project are to test out some ideas. First idea we were testing was that higher sowing rates gave us thinner stems, which gave us higher quality. Now, the figures from this site specifically didn't really bear that out. We had some pretty coarse stems in some of the oats, but the feed quality didn't vary that much. It also gives us an opportunity to demonstrate what happens when you sow a variety of maybe a bit too short maturity in a sort of late April sowing. They progress rather quickly, and if you can see behind me, the barleys have just reached late booting stage and we're in mid-August. It also gives us an opportunity to do that direct comparison between oats, wheat and barley. Oats have got a bit of reputation for being quite coarse and poorer quality compared to the other cereals. Trials here will keep an eye on what quality we're producing, particularly at growth stage 49 or late booting, and milky dough stage, and be able to do a direct comparison between the three cereal types. And it also gives us the ability to visually show and demonstrate the difference in maturity. So in some of the video, you're seeing some little short stuff, that's winter wheat. The big tall stuff is some barley, and unfortunately we don't get the variety of maturities in the other cereals like we do in wheat. This is important research for dairy farmers because it's giving us a handle on that trade-off between quantity and quality. So we're working on the premise that the quality is going to be far better at that growth stage 49 or late booting compared to that later hay stage at early milk or milky dough. But on the other hand, we are also producing at least double the amount of feed at that late hay stage. If you're selling product, you've got to understand that you're foregoing a lot of potential production trying to chase that higher quality feed.